Happy Halloween, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sister Fury 69 and with us today is also Ranger to review The Creature.
Hello.
What a fucking stupid name, honestly. I mean, you got the Wraith, you got the Hole and Hound, you got the. I'm not saying
Don't
the
worry, they
tank's
used
stupid,
their whole
audience.
3 seconds of imagination to come up with the name.
Yeah, I mean, audience, I'm not joking. Like, I'm not dissing the tank. The tank will get to more into the video, but the name
We're not
is
dissing the
just.
tank yet.
Yeah, it's
Gotta
like.
correct yourself.
Yeah, but we're saying the name is stupid for like you got the Wraith, the fucking Gornich, all the others, and it's like, ugh, just the
The
creature.
dragon, the
Ooh.
lichen, the kaiju. I mean, I get what kaiju means in Japanese, but at least the word is better than the creature.
So that being said and done, let's get into the actual tank review. But first things first, as I always do, we are going to review the armaments. Now, this little bastard has so much side spatial armor. It's not even funny, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I could go all day talking about the strongest part is the turret for 110 millimeters, to like the spatial armor and the side skirts of 85, to like
Well, you gotta
nearly up to
remember that
50.
turret's a little bit more than 110 on that front,
Oh, I know,
because
it's
that's just the
rounded.
front plate. You gotta remember, that's just the mantling.
Yeah, so
Come on, Fury.
literally.
You're German. Remember these things. Panthers have that stupid ass mantlet that
Okay,
goes all the way across them. And then behind
okay,
that is another big ass plate.
okay, smart ass. I mean, yes, I was gonna say this thing has so much spatial armor.
It
The
is
turret
so
is more than it.
armored.
Yeah,
I
so
mean, it is not a frontline tank in any right, but
we'll get to that in a minute. Why, audience? But like I said, yeah, everything you see on this tank, even to the little detail from the barrels on its head to a little detail sighting on the things, are all armor. There is not
oh yeah,
one thing on this tank that is
I had
just
a tank
cosmetics.
bounce two of its fucking rounds on its autoloader off my little Frankenstein headpiece.
Yeah. So,
Shot me
but
right in the side of the head twice and bounced it. It was just like, wait, what?
yeah. So, in conclusion, to wrap this up really fast, because we have a lot more to talk about this, ladies and gentlemen, the armor is good against anything with a 57 millimeter cannon that can easily block on the side while angling. But anything bigger than that is going to pen. Yes, you have a lot of
Mm,
spatial armor.
I
You do
don't
have a lot
know.
of spatial armor,
I've
but
been
it's
having some
like
pretty
you
good
still
luck
get penned
with
by tier
it though.
sevens easily. I mean, oh,
If you can
my
angle it
controller just
right,
died.
you can bounce up to about 100 mil. Some fives if you get lucky. Soviet 107s, yeah. Unless you're facing a KV4, and then that case, just run away from it. Yeah.
It's a good thing you talked about
There,
that because like my
the
controller
88s
died.
will bounce off this thing without fail.
Yes and no. I
You just
mean,
have to use your armor right. You gotta poke out over hills or side scrape correctly. You gotta wait for him to fire, then back out.
yeah. So side scraping, yes. But no frontal attacks like I see so many fucking people do, and we'll
Yeah,
get to that in a minute.
don't try to
But
be Ram Panther with
yeah,
150. You are not Ram Panther with 150.
yeah.
You are Panther with 150. Panther can't
You
ram.
you are basically a medium destroyer. That's all you are. You are not
Oh,
a.
it's something I want to say because I didn't get to say it to you yesterday, Fury, so I'm just going to say it in the video. Do you want to know what this tank becomes in the Halloween mode? It becomes a medium tank.
Yeah,
It
I
stops
kind of
being a
figured.
TD.
But we're just gonna say that right now for that audience. But we're not gonna like say anything else what it does. We'll wait for the
I know, I
Halloween
just
day.
figured that out yesterday and I wanted to tell you, but you went off mic and disappeared for a while.
You're probably wondering, well, it's a derp cannon, but
UC
yeah,
85,
that's
180, 85.
yeah, you're seeing it right there, audience, about those pens. That's because this is the Broom Bar's gun. I don't care what anyone tells me, it is literally the Broom Bar's maxed out gun. So we're dealing with the 15 centimeter KWK-L11. So if anyone played the Broom Bar, you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. You're
The
looking at,
only
oh,
difference is your HE has 10 millimeters more pen. Everything
yeah,
else is exactly the same.
yep, pretty much. I mean, you're looking at right there,
Damage,
100.
splash, pen on your or heat, damage on your heat. I mean, shell
Yeah,
velocity, arc, all of it, they literally exactly the same other than the fact that they buffed the HE rounds by 10 millimeters because they moved it to a tier 7.
exactly. And it's like 85 millimeters. It has, you know, a high explosive, heat, and then premium high explosives, which I always find that funny nowadays. It's like premium high explosives? Like, what the
The
And you got,
premium high explosives move a little bit slower when fired, but have a larger splash. However, the other ones fire at a higher shell velocity, but do a much smaller splash radius.
oh, I know, but I'm just saying
Only
it's kind of
difference.
funny. It's kind of funny to me.
Just saying for anyone who doesn't have the tank and wants to know.
I know. I was gonna say that when we get to the ammo part, but I guess we saved a little bit on that department.
Sorry, I memorize every fact about a tank I can. I love vehicles.
Yeah.
Leave me
So
alone.
yeah, that's why Ranger's here because like literally it's someone else to counterdict my argument just in case if I screw something up. But
Not
anyway,
like an eidetic memory when it comes to stuff like this. I'm sorry.
you're fine. Okay, we're getting way off track. Okay, so the ammunition that is put in here is also 38, which is a huge problem because only have 85 millimeters of high explosive damage. You're going to, well, we'll explain that more in a minute too when we get to the gun part. So if you look on the top, you only have hit points of 1,000. Not really much, especially with a tank that if someone
That's
can pen
decent
you.
for a tier 7 TD. I mean,
I mean,
for
most
most
tier
tier,
sevens
well,
have
some
one.
tier 8 TDs, that's all they get. Like,
Well,
WZ.
yeah, but you got to think like if you look at Tiger, for example, that has no armor designed to snipe, and that
Yes,
has
I
like
get it, but that's a heavy
1,000.
tank. Heavy tanks are
True.
designed to have
Well,
more
what do you
hit
call
points.
this? What do you call
I
this?
know
It's
this isn't a
spatial
heavy
gun
tank though,
space.
Fury. When it
This is
goes into Halloween, it'll have more hit points, I promise.
yeah, but it has spatial. It's like the absolution with a
But
dart
I am
cannon.
okay with 1,000 hit points. As long as I don't get hit by a bar, I'm good. Nothing
So
else can one-shot me.
so max speed too is 55. I mean,
Well,
I
artillery,
do,
but whatever.
but the problem I have with it too, and I will explain this from me playing it, is clutch braking and head rotation. Like that one you're gonna find a little bit of a problem audience, especially if you first own it, because the head turning is sluggish, but again, all that weight on the back, like if you remove the fucking barrels on the back of the head, maybe it will move faster. But and also clutch braking with all the spatial armor, it makes sense since it has the same engine as the Panzer V's fucking engine. So it's not like it's gonna fucking like I'm gonna be Jesus and move around a lot. No, 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 no. It's fucking it's sluggish. I will say that it feels sluggish. Now
And
this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
and I'm pretty sure I have the same opinion as Fury. The
Yeah,
exact same opinion as Fury on the tank. This thing's concealment is amazing, and you can make its vision range pretty good. So you are probably one of the best snipers at the tier at the current moment. The only problem is your shell velocity is so slow.
yes. The concealment is fucking ridiculous on this tank. I don't have concealment perks because I'm starting off Frankenstein in this tank. Now you get the zombie character. I will show that in a minute. But
Would you
yeah,
like to know mine? Just to have it
it,
put out there? If after you
yeah.
say yours?
Ranger has his. So let's see what it looks
I
like.
don't
What do
have
you
a
put
full
on there?
perk of stealth in it. I've literally just got the equipment and one stealth perk, and it's at 248.
Yeah, 248. Do you know how
That's with
fucking
just
ridiculous?
two, two pieces to the stealth game.
Yeah, and there's
This
like
thing is at
perks and shit.
248. This thing can probably get below 100 or below 200 into the 100 range.
God, that's like the fucking
This thing is
Vanguard's
like my
concealment.
Electo. It's ridiculous.
So let's talk about now, since we already talked about all that, I'm going to talk about its problems and cons when we get into the game, but let's talk about how I personally fix it,
Oh,
and Ranger can put his opinion on how he fixed it.
perfect thing to add on to the tank. It plays like the Charioteer.
Yeah, that, I mean,
It's a medium tank that rolls as a TD. You roll it as a TD more often than a medium tank, but when you get your opportunity, you go. You seize
that.
that opportunity before it closes.
So
And
let's
then you
talk
run away
about,
because you have 55 kilometers per hour.
true. So let's talk about how to fix it now. So, equipments. This is debatable because Ranger has his set and I have my set. My set for my tank that I personally use is reloading, ventilation, aim assists, and binoculars. I usually use them because I turn this into, like Ranger says and all that, you can snipe with it, and I think the Wargaming is trying to say to do that. I mean, yeah, you could flank with it, like I said, it is a derp cannon and you could harm some pretty nasty mediums. However, it's still the fact at the end of the day, you only have HE and heat. If you can't pen it with heat, then you have to rely on the HE. And the HE with heavily
And
armored
that's why
tanks,
you are a
you're
sniper.
gonna, yeah, you
That's why
can't
I said it
fucking
plays
bro.
just like the Charioteer. It has one penning round and two HE rounds. Charioteer.
I know. I'm just
It's
saving
just a
in the.
Charioteer with a 150.
I'm just saying in the comments below because when
Mm-hmm.
people say like they could turn it into a medium tank, yeah, you can. But once you're up
You
against a heavy
can,
tank, but you're
but you can do
fucked.
the same thing to the Charioteer, but you won't get the results that you're really looking for. The
Yeah,
results you're looking for are games where you can still dish out 3 to 4,000 on average, where you're going to be averaging max 2,500 because this thing just cannot compete. Your reload is not good enough. Mine's at 13.77. You're not going to
exactly.
compete with another tier 7 medium tank. It's going to out reload you so fast and it's going to kill you. You might get 2 rounds into it and you might hurt it really bad, but it's going to kill you before you kill one tank on head.
Exactly.
That's why it's a
So,
sniper. You gotta take the advantages to come in and close the distance after you get them distracted by someone else and hit them a few times. Then finish them off.
exactly. But so what other equipment can you use besides that if you don't agree? Well, Spall liner
Oh,
could be one of them because artillery likes to fucking shoot you. Um,
well, definitely, but I almost never run Spall liner except for on, like, heavy tanks or some TDs that are just...
yeah, but
I mean,
saving a
yes, I get
few
it right
hit
now, but it's a
points.
new tank, and it's the trend of artilleries to just absolutely nuke the new tank because why not? It's a freebie of a tank. Everyone's playing it. You'll find it and you'll kill it. I'm an
Tactical
artillery
nuke
player myself. I
incoming.
understand the tactic, and it annoys me when I am not in an artillery, but at the same time, I understand what they're doing.
Yeah,
So I
tactical
kind of can't
nuke.
say anything. I've gotten hit by the tier 9 German, the tier 9 American, the tier 9 British already, the tier 9 French.
Exactly.
Oh, the tier 9 Russian as well. He ammo racked me.
Now, after talking about the equipments, let's talk about the commander. Now, obviously, the commander I got on here is not the commander. And before I talk about it too, yes, I should bring up the topic. Yes, I have all the commanders, but I'll explain why. I didn't give Wargaming a lot of my money. The only one I bought was the vampire because, again, somebody wanted it. And basically, it came with this guy, the fucking Z4 Nazi zombie guy coming in here. It's not a Nazi, obviously, but it just reminds me so much of that game. So this is your commander. I put him out of it because Frankenstein seems like a legit choice since it looks like a Frankenstein monster.
Well, yeah,
So,
I would definitely start working on him now. I mean, he is the tank's crew.
yeah. But so you automatically get 3 crew slots of this commander. So, what are your 3 perks that you should be right off the bat? Obviously reloading. You don't need board leader unless you want to decrease it slightly a little bit more, but I did it. Sixth sense is definitely a must. And the last one is debatable between me and Ranger because either you can have the turning rotation to your gun accuracy speed, like you're turning your turret more faster. That's a good one. Clutch braking, definitely another one that's good. You can use binaural, like central awareness, where like you increase your
Yeah,
maximum
Fury, you don't want
range.
to hear what mine is.
Yeah, you probably got like more crew than me because you've been playing that tank like
No,
to
yeah,
death.
it's 3 perks.
Yeah, yours
Fair.
is concealment. That's
I'll
another
tell
one you
you.
could do.
I have steady aim, rapid reloading, and camouflage expertise. I do not have Sixth Sense on right now. That
Yeah,
is my
but
next
that but
perk.
that but that makes sense. But I just put Sixth Sense because
I
this is
know.
not Cold War.
I usually don't start out brand new crews unless it's going to be a tank that I know needs it.
Yeah.
And I mean,
So
I get I need it, but considering I'm a brand new tank and the moment I get spotted, someone's going to be targeting me, I don't really need it.
so
I'm
yeah,
just using the gambling game right now.
So yeah, audience, there's a lot of things that you need definitely, obviously. Like for example, Deadeye. Deadeye, 6 increased chance of damage with enemies, modules with AP, APCR, and heat shells. Since you can fire heat, you can use that, a thing to actually
I
harm them
like
even
that perk,
more.
but at the same time, I don't know how I feel about that perk.
Yeah, your standard's
Because that
mostly
perk will
HE, but
also make your
still.
shells just eat tracks more often.
Yeah, but if you're in a
It's
desperate
really nice when you
situation,
pen and hit an ammo rack and detonate it more often, but at the same time, it's really annoying when you shoot a tank in the side of it and hits its track and it just eats the track and stops there.
that is true. But the other one would be probably snapshot, which if you have to
Mm-hmm.
like turn your turret and your gun accuracy is so
I
inept, that
highly
would be
suggest that one.
yeah. So accuracy, pretty much a lot of the accuracy perks and turnings things, very a must. You don't need Iron Mace. So basically what you want to do is anything that involves sniping, hiding, and spotting. Don't worry about armaments. Don't worry about anything else. But besides those three key things when you read the perk system is your accuracy, your sniping, and your spotting, and also concealment, if you can. But
You
that
want
is
your
your
vision
choice.
range to hit up to at least like 400, and if you hit about there and you want to go further, you can, but if not, you can work on your reload a little bit more.
All right. So one last thing we're going to talk about really quick, ammunition costs. Now, this one may be, like I said, Ranger already said a little bit about it since before I got to this part. um, so let's talk about the cost. So obviously, it's HE, heat, and then premium HE, as we already described it. So the first one, obviously, like he said, it goes faster, still 85 to 85 millimeters, depending from 100 meters to 500 meters. Damage is 660. Now, average roll I do usually, unless it seriously pens it, is like if it's a heavy tank, like 250 or 230. If it's a medium tank that you can pen a little bit better, you could do like 350 easily, or pretty much depending on how much millimeters of armor it is. Like the Panthers, if you shoot it in the front, you ain't gonna do a hell of a lot of damage to it easily, unless it's like right on their side. Um, so aimable max speed 450, that's pretty fast. Splash radius is 3.57. So yeah, that's where he's getting at that it's much faster than the premium ones I use, but I use them a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
it's
Same here.
612 a shot. Ignore what I did. I packed none of them because I just used the premium shells because, fuck it. If I'm gonna splash radius, fucking just give me more of that. Um, but it is your choice. I would always keep like 10 or 15, depending on how many ammo, since this doesn't carry a lot of
Do not be
ammo.
like me and Fury and just dump all your ammo slots into two of them on most of your tanks, unless it is like you are
Yeah,
running just pure AP and HE. If
yeah.
But tanks like this thing is literally identical to playing the freaking SU, the regular SU 152 on the tech tree. Your AP is worthless. So, but this tank is, you only have HE or heat. So you get one penning round, but on the SU, your AP is worthless. So, heat and
Yeah.
HE.
And speaking of heat, let's talk about the heat now. So obviously, this tank has no press matching. It goes into 10, which I will talk about in the end how fucking stupid that is, but
Not
we'll
10,
get to
9.
that. Oh, sorry, not 10. Jesus.
Yeah, don't scare everybody with a heart attack.
Sorry, I meant to say 9. See, this is why I'm glad Ranger's here. Otherwise, I would do editing here. Okay, so yeah, 9. This thing goes into nines, which like I said, I have my personal thing to say at the end about all that because that's to me fucking bullshit. But anyway, penetration, 100 meters is 180, fucking 500 meters 180. So a lot of these don't lose their effects, obviously, and
Well,
your damage is 580
it's
this
heat.
time instead of the high explosive that was 660. So here's the
Heat
problem I
doesn't
have.
lose penetration over range.
I know. I'm
I know.
I'm
I'm
just
just
trying to
saying.
get quickly through this.
It's just how you were saying it.
God dang it, we're on 28 minutes. Anyway,
It's
so
okay.
heat is mostly used for heavy tanks, but however, since you're a derp cannon, you gotta be really careful. I would honestly use it at probably 300 meters away from the tank. The reason why, if you have to precisely hit a place with that heat round, it's not going to be fun sniping with that heat round many miles away easily because it's a derp cannon, and
No,
derp cannons have.
no, no, no,
What do
dear
you mean,
God,
no?
no. No, dear God, no, it's not fun.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you were disagreeing with me there for a second. Yeah, it's not fun trying to shoot something that you're physically aiming with that. And I know people are saying, but you're telling me to snipe Fury. You're telling me to do this. If you have to shoot a high tier at long range, load up the HE. Load it up. I know you won't
Oh,
do
yeah.
a lot of damage, but it's better than fucking nothing.
Hey, look, you might be knocking his crew members out and annoying the ever-living piss out of them.
But
Look on the
yeah,
bright
but
side, you're ruining someone's game.
yeah, so basically, yeah, don't load this unless it's right going into your face. So be warned for that. So and the reason why one shell 5,200. God, that's imagine you
It's
were
better than the
shooting.
Therm Panther.
Yeah, but imagine you were sniping with that at long range and you keep missing.
Yep,
Good
trust me, Fury,
God.
I know.
I
I'm
know.
glad this thing is a premium tank, or else I would be losing money in this thing.
Exactly.
I
Cause
have problems with this tank, but I'm I'm gonna reserve most of my thoughts until the end.
yeah. So my advice, carry like 15. Don't be like me that carried 19, but that was because I don't usually like these rounds anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
23 and 15.
Yeah, see. So, and then the last and final one, we'll just quickly skip right through that. It's the same thing. The only difference is it has a bigger splash radius and slower time thing. These cost 638 a show. I would pack a lot of these, especially when tanks are grouped up together at long range, and then you could just like annoy the living hell out of them. Because I have tested it. I've done it in Ghost Town, and I shot a tank in between two heavy tanks and it damaged both of them. So this does do splash radius.
Mm-hmm. It's got quite a
So
bit of it.
so be mindful that may be useful to have a lot. I carry like 19 easily. Like 19 and 19 that's there, but like Ranger said, don't do like us because heat's not
It
really
don't be like me. It's
yeah.
just how I learned to play derp guns.
So
Either pen it or splash it.
so here we go, audience.
Those are your
Sorry
two
about that long one.
choices.
Yeah, sorry about the long wait on that, but there was a lot to take over. Now let's show you the game.
Just one more added thing, Fury. This new line has really changed the playstyle of this entire game,
Yeah,
including this tank.
Germany has one of everything.
No, it just brought a whole new meaning to okay, remember the holy crap it's a dust star? And holy
Yeah,
crap it's a jagaroo?
yeah. Now it's like holy
Yeah,
crap, it's
now
these.
it's holy crap that thing has a 210, holy crap that thing has a 220, holy crap that thing has a 305, and holy crap that thing has a 380. There's one for every tier from 7 and up. I mean 6 you even have a 150.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
mean,
ridiculous.
we'll see that eventually, audience. But I hope we get a good game because this is real
I know,
time.
I
I
just
am not doing editing or nothing easily, but
saying stuff while it's loading up.
so here we are in a perfect tier 7 game. Oh god, they have two
Ah,
Stern
thank you,
Panzer and Crab
matchmaking, and
Panther.
Leffy, leave me alone.
Yeah, there's a lot of Stern Panzers over there. That's not a good thing. So basically,
Remember,
audience,
we can pen him.
so basically, the thing you want to do heavily with this tank audience is obviously snipe. Duh. I mean, let's talk about a personal thing a little bit about this before. I honestly think this tank is underpowered. Now, before you say anything in the comments, audience, hear me out. Yes, it's a dirt gun. Yes, it's a broom bar. But think of it. You're a tier 7 playing against tier 9s, and you only have a G. There is so many tanks with armor. If you're a medium, yeah, this thing can fuck it up. But heavies? Ooh. It's just, to me, I feel like this should be a tier 6. Like, hands down. I mean, they only have to change one thing. Just make the reloading longer. Fix the balance. It just feels like a gun should belong in that. But whatever. So here we are, we're getting ready to shoot, but I think this is a bad map to do it because we gotta shoot over that hill.
Yeah, so this is something that I do not condone, but the only way is suggested to fire with this thing when you are aiming from lower ground on any of these tanks. Third person or auto lock. Those are your only choices. If you try to aim that while it is moving back and forth, you will miss every single time.
Yep. It's something
you have to do it from third person. If not, because when you're doing it from third person, you're getting more arc.
Alright, I'm gonna try to head to the city, Ranger.
Go ahead, I'm gonna sit back here and snipe for a while. Because I don't see them holding out too well up against the Dreadnought.
Oh, I didn't see all the team up there.
Oh, and a Stern Panzer.
Scheisen. Alright. Gonna go this way.
Go ahead, go where you need to go. If you think you can get shots over in the city on them, go ahead.
Well, I'm trying to get a better place to set up because that hill is kind of that's the problem, audience. You gotta learn also your maps if you're gonna snipe. So, I mean, don't get me wrong.
I'm not looking for an incredible game in this thing.
If you have to...
Silver.
If you're gonna brawl, audience, like honestly, like this is the only best way to do it is to flank. You do not want to be like some people are driving it right now, driving front close range, getting shot to hell. That is
You mean
stupid.
like this Craft Panther?
Speaking of which,
no, that one.
Oh, well, I tactical nuke one of the Craft Panthers.
Yeah, being frontline like him.
Yeah.
You are him with a 150, but a lot more spatial armoring.
Well, to be fair, the one I killed
So
was
you just
playing...
have to remember, you're still running his technical turret. You don't have the best turret in the world. You just have a decent gun turret and pretty good spatial armoring.
I'm detected. This is another thing you don't want to be doing when you're sniping, being detected in the open.
This goes back to what Fury was saying about the tank being underpowered.
Oh, I had... Ow,
you're basically a beefier Craft Panther.
Ow, shit, I'm gonna die. Okay, get into cover,
What's shooting you?
The fucking people have sniped me. I was spotted and they just penned me with premium. I saw one APCR and I saw one heat coming right at me and they penned.
Where were they?
Well, what do you think? Oh, I see where the heat came from. It's my own brother, or my own tank. It's the Creeper. Or the fucking... Yeah, I think it's... I'm sorry, Creature. I fucking hate this name.
Fuck, I missed the Stern Panzer.
Like, I'm sorry, Wargaming, but what? Seriously, fuck with the name. Ooh, whoa. Now I'm getting a little bit nervous.
Good news.
What?
The Stern Panzer has the 150.
I'm gonna try...
Well, that one does.
I'm gonna go back and, like, retreat a little bit more, because I have no health.
Thank you, Artie.
Yeah, this is what I mean, audience.
I'm playing whack-a-mole with them. I'm popping out and shooting them, then running away.
That's basically
it's
how
the only way it's been working for me right now, so,
Yeah, and you saw, audience, when I shot that heavy tank, I only did 218. I know I should have loaded
Sherman,
heat,
don't go and die on me.
But it's, like, it's still a long reload. That's the problem.
And it doesn't have the most amazing gun depression either.
That, too. It's because I have a TV tray.
He's dead.
It's because I have a TV tray in front of my tank.
You mean the thing that's supposed to be sitting down? No, shit. I was supposed to be keeping my reservations till the end. Oops. Yeah. Oh, I let something go. My bad.
No, you're fine. I see you
Yeah, we'll
up
get
there.
into that later.
Yeah. Let's see.
Leave me alone, sir. Oh crap, I missed the Dreadnought.
Can I hit him? Can I hit him? Yes!
Thank you.
I just saw that shell just, like, literally just went... Sorry about that, mic, audience. But, yeah. This is basically how we're doing it. Not to play too aggressive. I mean, Ranger is doing the complete opposite, but at this point we have no choice.
I
But
have no choice because if I don't, it's left up to a tier 5 M4 versus a Dreadnought, and I don't like those chances.
that is
So
true.
I would rather it be me versus the Dreadnought because I have a chance. He does not.
And
That
it
Dreadnought
doesn't.
touches him and he dies.
And the thing I don't like about it is the fact is, like, I wish I could shoot him on the side. Oh wait, I may get that. No, he's fucking back in. He's in a good position where I can't snipe him, and if I move
Yeah,
up,
he's
the other.
just popping his turret over far enough to hit and instantly backing down.
If
I
those
don't have enough
tanks
time to
over
pull the
there,
trigger.
yeah, I was gonna say, if those tanks over there can spot the other thing, and then when he gets spotted up, I can shoot him
Yeah, the
finally.
moment that freaking TD and whatever else is sitting on the train track gets spotted up, I'm good.
Okay, I'm in position where I can hit him now, but I need to see him again. That's the problem. Oh, yeah. Okay, he's being distracted by the destroyer and the heavy. Please kill that tank.
Oh,
Goddamn. What happened? Oh, he must have hit you
he
just right.
pinned the side of my turret with an HE round.
Alright, I'm gonna have to, like, tactical nuke the side here. How good is the splash radius? I'm curious. I'm gonna fire one, not at it, but, like,
Or the
near it.
corner of my turret with...
Nope.
I don't
The
have a
splash.
pen round on me anywhere.
I know that was a waste right there, audience, but I was trying to see
Okay,
how
I don't
the
know where it
splash.
hit me, so... Sorry.
No,
Can't
no,
be
you're
interest
fine.
on that.
No, you're fine. I guess the best way to do this is to go into the water and try to hit the VK on the side. Because he's just stuck into that train track area and I can't see him. So
Well,
gently.
I did not have a good game.
Okay. I'm gonna be Snake right now. I'm gonna be sneaky. Alright, here we go. Sorry I'm quiet, audience, but this is a lot of concentration on me because this is not something you want to do in this fucking tank. You want to make sure that whatever you shoot needs to. Oh, did it die? Oh, it died.
That's just the room bar up there.
Okay, locking on him. I don't have a clear shot, but I don't want him to have a clear shot on me. Easy does it.
Remember, you have a turret. You can just kind of move outward while staring back at him.
Oh, I know that, but I don't want
Oh,
to. Well,
SC-100Y just erased them.
I mean, you got to think. I
Nice
mean,
shot,
yeah, they
man.
have a turret, but it's like at the same time. I know it's not the best game. I know I've seen people done better with that tank, but
Oh
fuck
yeah,
it.
I've had a
That's
lot
how
better
you.
games.
But like I said, this is real time, and we're just showing you the gist of how to play it. And so far, we survived almost a defeated game, and it turned around, and then boom. Not to mention, I killed two tanks. I derped two craft panthers.
I have absolutely no idea where he penned me, but works for me.
Well,
I penned the ever-living crap out of a Stone Panzer.
so let's talk about the thing now. Ignore the crew XP because I have a times XP booster, so it's probably like 5,000 or 4,000 I did with the Commander XP, not the 12,000 you see. So I earn 38,000 without premium, 20,000. How much did you earn, Ranger?
Hold on one second. Well, considering I penned a round and fired two, I made 9 grand, and they were both
Just
premium
9?
rounds.
Ooh,
I made
okay, yeah.
1,000. So yeah, so I still made money off of firing premium rounds, which works for me.
Yeah, but it wasn't a lot.
But
And what is my number
it
one
wasn't a
rule?
lot, but that's just because I only hit one of them.
I know. And you know what the number one rule is for a premium tank audience? Money, earnings. That's why I can't stand
Yep.
people firing just premium.
I didn't get a chance to fire anything else.
Maybe it's a
Fired
good
2
thing.
shots, then died. But then I made 1,747 off of XP, 78 free, and 4,541 commander XP. And I
So
do not
yeah.
have a booster on my commander. That is just says booster.
Yeah, so you get some XP out of this tank. So I killed two tanks, did a 1,136 damage. That's not bad. 4 direct hits. Assisted damage
And that was the
106.
XP I earned off of just shooting a tank.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad. Not bad. You're not going to be on the top leaderboard a lot of times unless your team is completely taking like their sweet time holding the enemy. But yeah, you probably could, but not really as much. So yeah, sixth place I'm at. Rangers at um, 11th place. But that's okay. That is common for the creature, especially these nowadays. All right. So let's get back to the garage for the final verdict. So, audience, final verdict for the creature. Well, obviously, I can't review it all completely because the Halloween mode ain't out, but we're just talking about the tank. So, Ranger, since you and I both play this, how do you think about the creature?
So you don't want to go first?
No, I always let the guests go first, and then I do my final conclusion.
Alright. First thing first, I hate the fact that this thing has no AP.
Yeah, that
I
is
hate
a
the fact that
disappointment.
it's using the Broom Bars 150 and fighting tier 9s. I hate the fact that its front plate of armor on the spatial armoring, the one that sticks straight out, is no longer placed down. It's no longer got its turret spatial armoring that it originally had. And
Yeah,
since it's using a Broom Bars 150 instead of the original gun it had, which I understand they gave it an ungodly amount of pen, which was the stupidest thing that they could have done, but instead of removing the gun, they could have done their favorite pastime of nerfing its pen. But no, they just swapped the gun out instead. Because they could have just nerfed its pen like they always do, and popped it out with like 203 pen like the other one. Or even less than that, maybe.
so, but anyways, I get it. It was a disappointment, but we got to talk about the tank that we got, though. What do you think about this one? I mean,
That's what I think about it, is the fact that I'm rather disappointed in the tank.
fa-
It's not a terrible tank, but it just does not suit its role 100%. It's kind of like playing an M103. It's not a god-awful tank, but it just never feels right when you're playing it because it just does not play the right positions.
yeah, that is true.
Just never really can find that 100% where it actually works. In normal, when it's not awakened, I probably have to say a 5 or a 5.5 out of 10.
Okay, so it's average. That's not bad rating.
Yep. I'm I'm not gonna say it's a terrible tank because it can still do something, but I'm not gonna say it's a good tank because I mean I just showed I did 577 and that was my game. I've
Yep.
had some games where I've done almost 3,000 and I've had other games where I've done 0. It's a pretty average tank. It doesn't just roll in, go in and decimate.
So now my turn. So everything you saw, audience. Now you're probably gonna say, Fury, go easy on it because it was $29.99 for the season ultimate, and you get so many variety in it, plus this tank. Unfortunately, though, audience, as me being a reviewer, yes, price wise does affect my ratings because there's tanks that I don't understand why they're $80 or $100. I don't know. But the problem I have with the tank is like Ranger says, that it feels like this should have been a tier 6 easily, and it probably was. It's just Wargaming, when they did an extra week, which they did, had to fix it, probably bumped it up the tier because it was unbalanced if it was a 6, and they could have easily fixed that if they could. They could have easily did something else and make it better. But to me personally, it has a lot of plus. It's got a lot of mixture of fucking junk armor all around it to make it feel like it's something. And then you got the gun, which is controversial between Bloom Bar players that love the Broom Bar and derp any high tier versus people that hate the Broom Bar and sells it immediately when they got it. And I know some people that did that. But having it on a tier 7 is it's kind of like playing the Sturm Panther stock, but on a actual Panther that has a rotatable turret, which is supposed to be the Sturm J2. I mean, J2 kind of hunter, but we're not going to get into that topic of wargaming stupid names. Um, so between the 3D commander and the tank you get now, because this is the only way you can get it, is the Ultimate Season Pass. It's like there is no other cheaper way. They didn't bring out any bundle deals for it. It's just you have to buy the season pass. And I
I
think
mean, it came
personally,
with like 8 things.
yeah, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying like for people that thinks like,
Plus
okay,
the
maybe there's a
extra like
cheaper.
20 something tiers.
I mean, honestly, you're gonna have this regardless because you want the season pass, you want to get the new Cold War tanks and the new World War II Tier 9. It makes sense. You already have this and you've already experienced it. So, my personal rating on it is going to be tough because the tank, like Ranger, said everything that I was going to say. This tank is a meh tank. Like, damage wise, meh.
You
Armor
know, I
wise,
could
meh.
not have expressed it any better than what you just did there. It is a meh tank.
Literally. I mean, that is the only way, the best way to say about it, audience. So,
That is
final.
the perfect description of this thing. In
Honestly, oh, sorry, go ahead.
multiplayer, it is a meh tank.
So, my final verdict 5.9 out of 10. That is my final verdict. Think about this, audience. Yes,
He's got
it's
to go and give it a higher rating than me. He can't be the same as me.
okay, Ranger. Here,
I'm kidding.
I know, but audience too that questioned it, hear me out. The tank is $29.99, the cheapest season pass that I want Wargaming to do more of because this is a fair deal for how much shit you're getting in the season pass. So that way you
Can't wait
could
to see
buy like all this
Christmas.
other. Oh god, no.
No, Christmas. They might be doing this on holidays, making the season pass really cheap. So that's why I
No,
said I can't wait to see Christmas.
they did this because of the
No, I get
season.
it
Yeah.
why they did everything, but they might start doing this on holidays.
Which thank you God that they fucked up over there. Because could you imagine you had to pay 12,000 for this? I would give it so much shit right now. It's not even funny. But for 6,000,
I would
I'm
rate it
going
up
easy.
too. I
Yeah.
would rate this thing a 2 out of 10 if you had to pay that much for it.
So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you comrades in Halloween mode or other reviews.